Hello, this is the Crazy Canes fan, and today we're talking about the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Ottawa Senators. This is the 22nd game of the season. Today is the 2nd of December, 2021, and unfortunately the Canes fall 3-2 to the Ottawa Senators. Ottawa improves their records to 5-15-1. We go down to 15-6-1. This was generally a tough game for sure, but I will give summaries after almost every game, so if you like this summary, please like and subscribe to the channel. Add any comments you want to the bottom. If I miss something or you just want to say something supportive, hey, I'm all for it. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over the period highlights, the general stats, overall thoughts, and then we're going to talk about the COVID protocol because that's something I had to look for to kind of figure out when D'Angelo and Pesce would be back. So the game highlights. So the first period, of course, seriously, not again. Their first shot, one goal. One shot, one goal. That's what they stood for a while. Our first 34 shots, nothing. And, there's more on that. That was into the end of the second. And I'm really going to discuss more of the power play in the thought section. So the second period, Martinook goes out. Our power play still sucks. The PK, still decent. And we did get some really good A-plus chances, especially one by Trocheck, but we just can't score. And it's just, it's irking me at this point. The third period was pretty boring and even worse when Ottawa extends their lead to 2. However, the power play finally has some life as Turbo gets his 100th goal. Shortly after that, Spetch ties it up, but Ottawa gets the lead back only 19 seconds later, and that's how we finish up. So the stats, Teravainen, 1 goal, 4th of the season, 100th of his career, so that's pretty awesome. Svechnikov, 1 goal, 9th of the season. Aho did have 2 assists, and Ranta, 17 for 20, but I know he probably wants all 3 of those back. So the overall thoughts. So, okay, even as a not hockey coach, I could see the defense Ottawa's playing on the penalty kill. They're playing a 1-1-2 defense. 1 is at the top, 1 is kind of in the middle, 2 are on both sides of the goalie. And it just took us forever to figure that out. And if we watch Canes power plays, we know that we pretty much pass from the top and try to get as close as we can underneath, get a good shot. But when they have a guy almost up at the top, it just limited us a lot. We did get better as we had more power plays, and we did figure it out later, but we still need to score in more of those. And at some point, I believe we were 0 for 20 in our last power plays. We did score on one later, so it's either 1 for 21 or 1 for 22. I'm not quite sure, but it's still pretty terrible. And then, going through the second, it looked more like that they just got that lucky puck bounce that Ronta definitely wanted back. But Ottawa is not a good team. And we shouldn't be close, much less losing to them at any point of the game. We did have a great 2 minutes in the third. Like I said, it's 2 minutes of good hockey, 58 minutes of hockey I really didn't want to watch. And it looks like we could at least squeak by for a point. We killed ourselves. So we had our own 2 goals. Cole knocked in the one in the third. Nietzsche knocked in the one on the second. So we're good at scoring, just not at the right nets. So now we are 1-4-1 in the last 6. And maybe it's time to get a little more concerned. Our offense is terrible. And our power play is really not helping either. In all honesty, I don't think every goalie is having an all-star game against us. I think our shot selections need to be better for us to continue on. Because, I just don't think every goal is having the best game of his career against us. When we're looking at a lot of the shots there to the chest, this is not going to help us. So, but, a little disappointed, but let's talk about the COVID protocols next because we have 2 very important defensive on the team, in COVID protocol, 1 coming off. So let's go ahead and get that. So, the 2021-2022 COVID protocol, I will direct you down to the bottom. So about halfway through, it says any player that is confirmed positive must stay in isolation until at least day 10 and have passed. Until at least day 10 has passed since symptoms first appeared. Symptoms have improved and cleared to return. So it starts a 10-day clock. So Ethan Bear was back on the ice this morning, but he was held out of the game. I do expect him to play the next game. So looking at that, D'Angelo and Pesce both started their 10 days on the 29th of November. So that means they're out until at least the 9th of December. However, They will be in Calgary on the 9th of December, and I don't think Canada probably would just not let them fly to begin with. I know Canada's a lot more strict on, all COVID stuff. The problem is we're right in the middle of a West Coast trip, so it's Calgary on the 9th, Edmonton on the 11th, and Vancouver on the 12th. Good chance maybe that they can get back from Minnesota on the 14th, and then our next home game is going to be Detroit. That is 7 games from now, and that's going to be on the 16th. So, it's going to be nice to at least have Ethan Bear back. Smith is a decent defender. I'm not going to lie. He works. So it'd be nice to have all of them back, but at the moment we're still going to be down 2 more defenders. I'm really thinking Minnesota or Detroit, so the 6th or 7th game. I just don't think that they're going to probably be able to join them on the West Coast trip. I hope I'm surprised, but we'll see. But you know what? Here's staying positive. We got to go to Buffalo on Saturday. I'll be at that game, so hopefully maybe I can bring a little luck to the Canes, and they can get a win. So, hey, thank you guys for watching, and of course, as always, go Canes.